But welcome to my grandparents' yard. We are currently on the island of Tortola in the British Virgin Islands. We're up in the mountains where it's cooler, gets more rainfall than it does in town, and it's like a lot more of a friendly climate to grow plants than it would be, say, if we were in town or down by the coastline. My grandparents live on 3.5 acres of land, and they've, I think, to a certain extent, been members of the land community rather than conquerors of it. Because even though they sit on 3.5 acres of land, majority of it is uncultivated and thus unseen because it just turns into bush. Like, there should be a fence further down here, but I can't see it. You can't see it. None of us can see it. It just goes down and we don't think about it. It just is what it is. But if they were to be, or if we were to be, because my grandparents said I can decide what to do with this yard, if we were to be conquerors of the land, I think we would just completely raze everything down to the ground and turn it into a giant yard, like a perfectly manicured lawn like they show on like TV and stuff. So I very much appreciate that they've just left it alone and decided, hey, we don't really need to do that. It's here, it's not doing anything. We don't need to cut it, don't want to cut it, so let's not cut it. Which I really appreciate it because I get to come in here and just chill in the bush and pick fruit from the trees. So back here we have like a lot of different fruit trees. There's bananas, guavas, soursop, sugar apple, mango. But the star of the show, really, in my eyes, is the starfruit tree behind me. It's starfruit, five-finger, carambola, whatever you want to call it. Scientific name, Avaroa carambola. She produces starfruits year-round, almost all 12 months of the year, I feel. She's a real star. She's a real trooper. And thus, she's constantly in bloom, and it encourages pollinators to come around here, and that helps with the other trees because they get pollinated too, because the bees seem to love this tree. Every time I come to it, it's just buzzing. So it provides pollinators, and it also helps to provide food for myself, my family, my friends, and for the birds and the lizards and every other animal in this ecosystem.